Okay, we just got done seeing How to Train Your Dragon. What was it? Forbidden World? Is it Hidden World?
Which I'm not sure. I've seen the first How to Train Your Dragon. I don't remember if this is the second one or the third one.
Right.
It seems like it's the third one.
It's kind of like a fantasy adventure for the whole family. One of the animated ones, and I have to say the animation is really good. There were a couple shots there where it was hard to tell that it was animation, like when they flew down the waterfall, you know, into the hidden earth when they went down in there. And the subterranean world, it looked pretty good. Story was pretty tight. Yeah, I think the movie, you know, did a good job of being what it was trying to do. There were sometimes, you know, there were moments where it almost gave you too much, where it dwelt too long, say like on dragons in love and shit. And yeah, you know what I mean? It was just sometimes the cutesy just went over the fucking top. But I think that's kind of maybe what the audience wants when they see these movies. I mean, you know, we're not really the intended audience.
Well,
you know?
Like I said, this is based on a really popular book series.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like centers very much around the dragons as well as the human characters.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm not sure if this is the second one or the third one. I probably should look that up. But, because I remember seeing the first one a long time ago, but I didn't remember him losing his leg.
Yeah.
So maybe that happened in the second one.
Right.
I feel like that was a long time ago. But yeah, I had to say, like, I really, really liked it. Like, I liked a lot of the, I mean, the animation was, like, spectacular.
Yeah.
Especially, like, when they actually find the hidden world. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They showed that in the trailer. And, but I think the best thing about it, like, other than, like I said, it's a good story. It was a pretty tight story. I think the best thing about it is, like, the supporting characters. Yeah. Which I remembered about the original one, too. Like, just the kind of goofy other people in the village that are like kind of funny and shit like that.
The only thing I could knock it for in terms of visual stuff is I thought the humans actually didn't quite look realistic enough. I think they should have looked a little bit, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Because some of the dragons and some of the like the backgrounds, it looked real. Some of it.
It did, yeah.
You know, it would, but it kind of came and went. Sometimes it looked cartoonish. Sometimes it looked more real. It didn't really seem to be kind of consistent. But it was an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, it had a particular style to it, or anything like that. But I really I liked all the, you know, it's about Vikings, so it's kind of all like that. Yeah, it's in aesthetic is all.
It's in a Norse motif.
Yeah, it's like all really cool looking. It's like really nice shots by candlelight and maps with like runes on them and stuff like that. That was like super cool. But yeah, I really liked it a lot actually. And like I said, I don't remember if it was the third one, but I remember liking the first one too, although it was a long time ago that I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think it did a good job of what it was trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's successful. It's not, would I go out and see this on my own if I were to pay for it? Nah, not really. But, you know, it's a family movie.
Yeah.
You know, and for people that like the books and stuff. So,
yeah,
it's all right. Okay, just getting out of seeing one. It's called Fight With My Family. It's about the wrestler Paige, girl from England who joins the... well, she came from a wrestling family, and she comes down here and joins the WWE.
Yeah, tries out for the WWE.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it's written and directed by Stephen Merchant, who, if you know anything about British comedy, he did The Office, Extras... An Idiot Abroad.
Yeah.
He was one of the writers on Hot Fuzz, so like if you're super into that kind of stuff, this will be right up your alley. Like I said, it's a true story, and I like it. At the end, they showed like almost kind of like a documentary about the real family, and like they interviewed them a little bit and stuff like
what
that.
What they look like.
And, and stuff like that. But this was just like a really fun, like funny.
Yeah.
Just a really charming.
Yeah, but it wasn't zany. It wasn't a comedy through the whole thing.
Really.
There was, you know, some bad shit happened too. Just told, you know, evidently just told the story of what happened, you know. And one of the things that was cool is that the girl, I don't know what's the name of the actress who played Paige in this. Do you remember her name? We can't remember her name. But it's funny because like they show her coming to Orlando where she's doing the tryouts and running around downtown. It's just up the street here.
I know, I kind of laughed when they first came in with the drone, and I was like, hey, there's Roswell Avenue.
Yeah, so she's running around our stomping grounds, you know, where they were filming the show.
Yeah, they filmed a lot of it.
But it was a good movie. Yeah, I recommend it.
I would really recommend it too. Like I said, it's funny, but it's not. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a comedy. It has comedic, but it's kind of comedy drama. I guess. And you know, kind of a biopic. Also,
like a biopic.
Nick Frost is in it, like playing her dad, and I love him. Like he's good in everything. He's always super funny, and he's like a real highlight of this. But like I said, it's it's got funny moments, but there's also kind of
some downer moments and stuff.
Yeah, because there's there was a whole kind of thing where and they showed in the trailers too that her and her brother both tried out and her brother didn't make it.
Yeah.
And there was all this conflict because of that. So that kind of provides like kind of a lot of heart for the movie as well. But I just thought this was just like a really, really, it was a really sweet movie and a really funny movie.
Yeah. And what was kind of cool is that the coach explains to the movie why he didn't pick the brother.
Yeah.
And you find out why. It was probably in the brother's best interest that he didn't get picked. And he explained what would have happened.
Even though it was like really hard on him.
Right,
Really, I felt bad for him, but.
Right.
Because he had been, like I said, it's a true story, her whole family, they ran like a wrestling gym, in Norwich, England, and taught like other kids to wrestle, and the sister and brother like had wrestled each other like growing up, and for money and whatnot. So the big conflict of like her getting picked and him not, and then him having to like deal with why he didn't get picked and why she did and why she was going to be famous and he wasn't and all this other kind of stuff. But so I thought that was like a really nice aspect of the movie too. But I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, Stephen Merchant, I like everything he did, so I was expecting to like this one and I really did like it.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, we just got out of one. It was called Greta, and it was a horror thriller. It was about this girl named Frances who's living in New York. She's a waitress, and she picks up this stalker. It's a woman. I'd say she's probably in her 60s, cute as a bug, little bitty woman. And she can't get rid of her. Shit gets worse and worse. It was good, man. I'm not gonna spoil it. It was the acting was good. Had a lot of good score was good. Good songs in it. Fucking weird, but in a good way. It was a fucking weird movie. I can't spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the trailers, because they showed the trailer a lot for other movies. You'll be familiar with the premise. The premise of it.
Yeah.
The stalker is actually played by Isabelle Huppert.
Yeah.
Who I'm like a big fan of hers.
Yeah.
And she's been in shit tons of French movies. She's a piano teacher.
She got to be in her 60s, huh?
I think she is. Yeah.
Yeah. Cute though.
Yeah.
For 60, she's a cute little woman.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of hers, so I was actually very excited to see this. And I really like Chloe Grace Moretz as well, who plays Frances. And I kind of love this because, like I said, this is like a creepy, like stalker thriller. And the thing about casting Isabelle Huppert as the stalker was really kind of genius because you would never suspect a woman that looked like that at that age, and she's all small and she's French and she's all proper and everything like that. You would never expect that person to be like a psychopath.
Yeah.
So I think it had that kind of added thing where poor Frances is trying to go about her life and she has this like woman going after her and like no one really believes her, no one like takes it seriously because it's not like a big hulking dude or anything like that. It's just this little tiny woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Frances is played by that actress that played Hit Girl from...
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
I said. She was in Suspiria.
Yeah, but not everybody knows who that is. The one played Hit Girl in... what was the name of that superhero movie?
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass, yeah.
She's been in a bunch of others. She was in the remake of Let the Right One In as well, the American remake.
Yeah.
So she's been in tons of shit. I think she was in the Carrie remake too, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I really liked this movie. Like I said, the look of it was really cool. Like you said, the score was actually really good.
Yeah.
They used like a lot of kind of creepy old music, a lot of classical music. And I thought it was really good. And some of the plot twists were were pretty cool. Like I said, it sort of goes along like kind of a stalker thriller type of plot, but then there's like kind of all this other weird shit that happens, and it was a little bit gorier than I expected.
Yeah.
Just a couple of times, but I was kind of like, oh, I didn't expect.
Yeah, the movie was better than I thought it was going to be. It was a very high quality, well written, low budget movie. Yeah. Shot well, acting was good. Just
Yeah, it was super fun. I thought.
Good horror movie. Yeah, we were coming out of there, and there's some guy. Boy, that was a miserable movie. And I was like thinking to myself, dude, it's a fucking horror movie, man. That was a miserable movie. Yeah, it's funny because it was crowded in there, man.
Yeah, because we saw this. This is Thursday night.
These crowds,
this is
man.
Like the opening. This is the opening night of this.
These crowds, man. I'm glad we mostly come see this shit during the day. There was a dude next to me. He must weigh 500 pounds. He could barely breathe. If you're so heavy you can't breathe, it's time to lose a fucking couple.
Although I have to say that it was a very crowded theater, but they were generally pretty quiet. Like I was afraid, like, oh, everyone's gonna yap through the whole movie, but they didn't. It was like pretty cool.
Home theaters, man, there's something to be said for them. I mean, shit, I'm on A-list. Why can't they just stream A-list right to our houses? So we don't have to come here. You know what I mean? They just stream the shit right to you, like Netflix.
He wants to never ever leave the house.
Yeah, well, I don't want to leave the house. Just sit there like a drink of Kool.
That's right. That's what we're gonna do right now. Actually,
we're gonna watch Grease.
We're gonna. He got a Grease triple feature, man.
Yeah.
Grease 1, Grease 2,
and the live Grease.
And the live one that was on Fox or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We bought that shit. We're gonna go home and drink and eat some candy.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna shut this shit down.